Hey, dude. Quick question for you. How do you get abs?
Well, you gotta eat right.
There's gotta be some, like, secret exercise, right? Like, what exercise do you do to get abs?
Not necessarily. It's,
Come on, there's gotta be something.
uh...
What if I do 1,000 crunches a day?
No.
Can I do these?
No.
Can I do these? Can I do these?
No.
Can I do these?
You don't...
Can I do these?
Sure.
Can I do these?
Ugh.
You know, you've always been skinny, and you're young. I mean, in a few years, you'll just be like everybody else. It just happens.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Yeah.
Hey guys, so really quick, this is gonna be my douchiest video I'll ever post. I hope. Let's get started. I don't like talking to the camera, so this is what you get. A lot of people ask me, what exercise do I do to lose weight? Most of the time, people specifically ask which exercises to do to get a six-pack. It doesn't actually work that way. There's no specific exercise that will make you lose weight. It's a lifestyle someone has to have in order to lose enough weight. When there is low enough fat over your stomach, then your abs will show, and there are exercises that can help to define those muscles. There is a lot involved with losing weight. In the simplest terms, your input has to be less than your output. Your body uses energy to maintain life. This is your metabolism. This can fluctuate based on your age, gender, health, hormones, etc. Your output is a combination of your metabolism and your daily activities. Food you eat turns into energy. This is your input. I'm going to very lightly touch on weight loss, but for most people, the biggest factors in weight loss is what you're eating and your activity. Someone who has a more active lifestyle has a much higher output than someone who sits at a computer most of the day, someone with a sedentary lifestyle. That's for another video. Each year, for a few months, I try something new with what I eat. Sometimes it's to be healthier, sometimes it's to make weight for a tournament, sometimes it's an experiment to see what's new in the world of healthy eating. I've done a few of these experiments. Ugh, this is so dated, and its conception wasn't properly vetted. The US government is now using My Plate as a guide since 2011, which focuses more on portion size opposed to eating 11 servings of carbs a day. What did I do? So this was my first time trying to eat healthy. I made sure I ate at least 1 sub a day. Some days I would have 2 subs a day to get those 11 servings of carbs. I was so confused how I got a belly eating very healthy for the first time. I used this to cut weight for a tournament, but I did it very wrong. So wrong. I ate nothing but Greek yogurt and cans of tuna, with one cheat day where I would eat as much as I possibly could. I dropped over 20 pounds to make weight, but I was malnourished and weak, and it compromised my training. I also started to obsess about calories and would do my best to minimize it. I was eating less than 1,000 calories a day. That was very stupid. 0-10 would not recommend. I didn't actually follow paleo, I think. My definition of paleo was just meat and vegetables, as much as I wanted. It was great. It's actually what I do now, kind of. I learned a lot about veggies, and I've never eaten so many of them in my life. I follow my broad definition of paleo. I learned I was eating only 1,800 calories a day. I increased it by adding more meals or protein shakes, and my athletic performance and physical appearance both increased. I don't like tracking food, but I learned a lot about what's in my food. This is similar to paleo. It's like the same foods. Your macronutrients are protein, fat, and carbs. Allowing myself to eat some fatty foods? Crazy. But I felt better and I got a lot stronger. Again, I learned a lot, and I still use what I learned to help structure what I pick for meal prep for the week. This time, I wanted to see if there would be differences in my results if I use the food scale to measure my food and record my progress via pictures, and use a fat caliper to quote-unquote measure the amount of fat on my body. For science. Also, I wanted to know what I was talking about from experience when people would ask me help about weight loss. What I did was maintain a 40% protein, 40% fat, and 20% carb macro distribution of my food starting at 2,000 calories. There were a few stipulations. I didn't want to do a hardcore cut. I know I can do it, but I know not everyone can. I wanted to see if it were possible for people to lose weight on a cut that didn't make you hate yourself.
Yeah, eat it. Put it in your mouth and just eat it.
God, I hate it.
I don't care whether you hate it. You said you do it.
I wouldn't let myself drop under 1,500 calories. I actually only dropped once to 1,900 calories. Also, I had to hit the planned amount of calories or at least come close. I couldn't cheat and pull sub 1000 calorie days. The part I was most interested in though was that I was not allowed to change my workout to help with weight loss. Each week, I would take a picture of myself from the front and side, both flexed and unflexed, and also calculate my body fat percentage. If I didn't notice a change between weeks, I would drop 100 calories. My exercise program isn't very intense. I lift heavy things and put them down. 3 to 4 days a week. 1.25 hours at the gym, between 4 and 5 exercises. 1 ab exercise maybe 1 or 2 times a month. Cardio once every 1 to 2 weeks. I actually tried to do zero cardio the entire cut. People say lifting is all you need and is better for burning fat. I learned from this experiment that doing both has its advantages. The week I did cardio, you can tell. It definitely helps. I would check my food through MyFitnessPal and find recipes on Pinterest. Also, I would never eat a lame salad the entire time I was on my cut.
You don't win friends with salad. You don't win friends with salad. You don't win friends with salad. Mom! You don't win friends with salad. I didn't mean to take sides. I just got caught up in the rhythm.
I allowed myself 1 cheat day a week where I ate whatever I wanted. And I had 1 day that I kind of followed my macros, but I didn't actually log anything. I would have the same meals for Monday through Friday. I also wanted to have good food. Yay, Pinterest! 1 week I had bacon cheeseburgers every day. It wasn't a lettuce wrap, but I was okay with that. Several weeks I had steak. 1 week I had ice cream. It was Halo Top though, and I could only eat half the pint. But I actually like Halo Top, and if you haven't tried it, my favorite is salted caramel. Cookies and cream is terrible, don't do that one. They give you like 3 chocolate cookie pieces, it's terrible. A few of the weeks I had chips. I wanted to be happy and avoid the crappy tuna/Greek yogurt combination that I knew worked. I did do Greek yogurt 1 week though. I was strapped on time. So how'd it go? It worked. I learned a lot. Let's go through a few of those things. Measuring progress helps a lot. I couldn't tell when looking in the mirror. Even during the last week, I couldn't tell there was a difference unless I put the pictures side by side. Milk has carbs? A lot of carbs? Skim has less, but still. I went from 1 cup of whole milk in my morning protein shake to half a cup of skim milk to just water and protein shakes. Like, I could put milk, but then I couldn't have the steak. So, steak, milk. Casseroles. Lifesaver right there. I've never made a casserole, but I made so many, and some are actually really good. Fat calipers are not accurate at all. Well, I did the 3 location fat caliper test, but that's because I was lazy. There's ones that do like 5, 6, 7 different places, and they use a tape measure. I don't have time for that. The calculation said I was at 6% body fat. Yeah. Nope. I got super weak. I started fueling my workout days by having half a banana right before I worked out. It was like 100 calories. On non-workout days I didn't, and that put me 100 calories underneath what I planned. I was okay with it. Pizza is awesome, but it took almost the entire week to stop being bloated. I stopped eating entire medium pizzas, plus wings, plus ice cream by myself for dinner on my cheat days. It just wasn't worth it. Cardio definitely helps, as previously stated. A few things before I wrap this up. This was my last picture of following my actual meal plan. After this picture, I had my cheat meal, and this is how I looked. I went to Disney after these pictures, and I knew I couldn't follow my plan. It was okay. I accomplished what I wanted in my experiment. I kept up as best as I could, but sometimes you just gotta have fun on vacation. This is before Disney. After a week of eating healthy-ish options and some cheating, but also not being able to follow the specific macros, calories, and tracking everything, this was me. Tracking macronutrients with a caloric deficit worked for me. It worked great for me as a person who just exercised and on occasion fought. This is definitely not going to work for a performance athlete, especially not for endurance ones. If someone's input is way less than their output, they're going to have major problems. That's for another video. Losing weight is tough. It takes knowledge, but it takes a lot of determination. I plan on making more of these videos in the middle of random vlogs and other videos. I've helped a bunch of friends and students with this. I've done this so much I felt like having a dedicated video to this topic. Well, that's it for me, guys. I hope you found this video informative. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Not really.